You remember how I say take the back roads? Well, we took the back roads again, but we didn't get to be on site because this time of year, everything with all the rain we've had is overgrown, and we actually didn't get coordinates to this cemetery. We just happened to find it and wanted to share it because it's got some old history. So today we're going to be in Union County in the Luttrell community, so come along with us. All right. Now, we're not sure, like I said, of the exact location of the cemetery, but we're going to find it. And you can see that it's circled in red on the map. And Luttrell is a very, very small little part of Union County in the southeastern part of the county. Lots of history in Luttrell, but it is beautiful. A lot of farmland, a lot of back roads. It's really nice area. And in this picture that we found on Find a Grave, you can tell that the cemetery is very overgrown. So I'm sure, I don't know how long ago this picture was taken, but what rain we've got now, it has to be horrible. It's about 100 yards, it says, off of Keystown Road, yes. And there's only 19 people buried here. But like I've always said, there is quite a bit of history in these smaller cemeteries. And the earliest burial that we can find is 1818. So pay attention. See if you guys got some ancestries here. The old Sharp Cemetery. Sharp is a very common name in the Union County records and also in the Claiborne County records in Speedwell. So, you had Sharp Station. They are very, very old family that settled here. So let's see who we got. We got Emily Catherine Comer Atkins, 1840 to 1875. Now there's no picture of her grave. A lot of times that doesn't mean, even if they don't have a rock marker, sometimes that marker or headstone has fell over and over time has sunk in the ground and the grasses just went right over it, and that doesn't mean she never had one. So keep that in mind. Next is Columbus Booker and his twin sister, Lindy Hester Booker, and they was born in 1866. They only lived a few years, and we couldn't find the exact date on them either. And then we have Lucinda J. Collett, 1854 to 1872. Now, if you back up to Emily, the very first one we talked about, Emily Atkins, we have her mother, Mary Sharp Comer. Now, she was born 1821. We don't have a death date, but there's no picture of her grave either. But if you can tell, somebody actually did start to colorize a picture of her, and it didn't quite get finished or get done. I don't know what happened, but we do have that picture. And this is Mary's mother. So look how old this is going back. Catherine Faust Sharp. And they called her Kitty. She was born in Union County in 1803. Unfortunately, like the others, we could not find a death for her or a picture of her grave. Then we have Charity Bond Sharp. Now, I think this is an early settler. She was born in 1794. She died in 1879. We do know that she was born in Guilford County, North Carolina. That's a lot of people we've seen lately and that have settled this area that is from that county, that Pacific County in North Carolina. Don't have a picture of her grave, though, unfortunately. But like I said, her family was probably some of the earlier settlers in the area. And then next we have Charity's husband, John Sharp. Now, he was born in 1788, died in 1857, and we believe he was born in Virginia. And again, no photo of his grave. So that would make him probably an earlier settler also. And looky here, we have John's mother, Hannah Humbert Sharp, 1764 to 1849. And we know that she was born in Frederick County, Virginia. There's another county in Virginia that a lot of people have, migrated over here to settle. Couldn't find a picture of her grave, but her and her husband were definitely early settlers of Union County. And then here is her husband, John's father, Samuel Lafayette Sharp, 1756 to 1849. And we know that he was born in Virginia too. But he fought in the American Revolution. Now, I know there's one guy on Facebook, cannot recall his name at the moment, but if he knows that there's a Revolutionary War soldier in a cemetery, he will go and clean up that cemetery for free. So that's a labor of love. So I hope he gets to see this video. We have Lucinda Beck Sharp, 1829 to 1889, with her husband, William S. Sharp, 1828 to 1902. And William served in the Company F of the 3rd Tennessee Infantry in the Union Army during the Civil War. Now, forgive me, I'm going to ask for forgiveness right now. But here's a name, first timer for me. Menicia Default Sharp, and they called her Mincy. So Mencia, I don't know. 1817, 1901. There's no picture of her grave, but we know she was born here in Tennessee. Then there's Samuel Sharp, 1820 to 1859. Nicholas Sharp, oh, here we go, 1783 to 1818. Beside him is his wife, Rachel Moyer Sharp, 1786 to 1880. So, more early settlers in the area. Couldn't find a photo of their grave, but we did know that they got married in 1804. It's a long time ago. And next is Thomas Shields Sharp, 1841 to 1902. And Thomas served with his brother William Sharp, that we just talked about, in Company F in the 3rd Tennessee Infantry in the Union Army during the Civil War. Now, there are 2 people buried here with no graves, and we couldn't find any definite information on them. But we do know their name is Laura Lavinia Sharp, 1869 to 1895. And the last person in this cemetery is her brother, Ulysses Sherman Sharp, 1866 to 1867, only a year old. But they were the children of Lucinda Beck Sharp and William S. Sharp that we looked at earlier. And since their father served in the Union Army during the Civil War, was wondering if they named their son after General Ulysses S. Grant and General William Tecumseh Sherman. I mean, it could happen. And unfortunately, this will finish our look at the old Sharp Cemetery in Union County. It's a small one, but we got some early settlers here, guys. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and hit that share and like and subscribe buttons. Let me know, like I've always tell you, let me know if you're kin to these people. Now, this is some history here. Even though we don't have a lot of pictures of headstones or pictures of people, I mean, my goodness. And I'd love to know exactly where it's at so I can go on site when the weather cools down and the fall, the snakes go back in. But I also wanted to mention that, I've mentioned in my videos before that I have 2 books out for cemetery hunters. One is just a paperback. It is for you to carry along with you when you visit these cemeteries. Jot stuff down. Like I said, if you're in some of these hollers or mountain places, you don't get any cell phone service. A lot of people don't like to fool with, the older people don't like to fool with their cell phone. They don't really know how to use these fancy phones. But you can jot these down. And then the second book's the hard book that you can actually fill out and give to a loved one to hand down your information, your ancestry. I know a lot of people just are into ancestry, especially my age people, but the younger generation don't seem to care anymore. So let's get them interested. And also, I put out a third book. Now, no, it does not go along with my channel, but it does go along with my brother Donnie's channel, Donnie Laws, and it is stories that I have put together that our dad told us and about his life growing up in Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. And Donnie has done a few videos on that. I put it in a book for my family and for others to enjoy. There's a lot of funny things in there that he did. There's a lot of sad things. There's, it's a family memoir, and I hope you guys, you can order it, all 3 books on Amazon. You can just look up my name, or you can just look up The Little Rebel of the Gap. I do have it in paperback and hardback. And then the other 2 books are Every Stone Has a Story. And once you just look that up, you'll see both books come up. So actually there's 3 books in my category there. So I hope you guys will check that out and let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time.